YouTube, I am here again with another computer build. And this one is going to be a little bit different than most of the other ones I do. Mostly because this is using a mini ITX case and a mini ITX board. And I'm using the new Haswell processors from Intel. So, to first start this off, I'm going to put my screwdrivers down before I hurt myself. I'm first going to talk about, I'll talk about the processor. The processor I'm using today is an Intel Pentium processor. This is the G3220. It's the new Haswell processor, like I said, so it's LGA 1155 socket, or 1150 socket, sorry, my bad. But the thing is, I'm actually going to do some benchmarks against this versus my i3 that I have. I heard these two are pretty comparable to each other, although this one doesn't have the what you would call it, the hyper-threading. Here, hold on. So these are the two that I'm going to be running the benchmarks on against this one. Of course, this one's going to beat it, but I just want to see by how much this one beats it by and in what categories that is. So I heard they're really close together, but so yeah, this is the new Intel Pentium Haswell processor, 2.0 gigahertz, 3 megs of cache in that. And then we got a 1 terabyte Western Digital Caviar Blue. I use these in all my builds. They're just the best hard drives you can get. Standard Asus DVD-RW drive. As for the motherboard, we're using a mini ITX motherboard. It's the H81i Plus CSM motherboard. This is the new Haswell supported. It's Windows 8.1 ready, although we're not using Windows 8.1. We're using, we're using Windows 7 Ultimate, as a matter of fact. And this here is a really good motherboard. I really like this motherboard. It's nice. It supports the higher megahertz RAM. It's really, really small. Plus, it's got a really nice color scheme and everything on there, too. I really like that. But then, now for the RAM itself, we're using Ripjaw X. You've seen me use these before in my other computer build. And these ones, I believe 1866 megahertz. 1866, and I really like these. This is fast RAM. And also, you've seen me use this power supply. This is the Corsair CX430M modular power supply. I really like this power supply. First of all, because it's low power. It's 80 plus bronze certified, and yeah, it's a nice power supply. Plus, it's small, which will fit this build too, and it's easy for cable management. And then this is just a little wireless keyboard and optical mouse. That's going to be put off to the side. And then for the case, we are using a Cooler Master Elite 130 Mini ITX case. This is a small case, but it's really nice. It's nice for water cooling, although we're not doing any water cooling, but it's got a front intake, or front 120 millimeter intake fan, as well as an 80 millimeter rear exhaust fan. So first, you normally see me install the power supply with the case, but considering this build, this is right above the motherboard, we're going to need to install the motherboard first. So I'm going to put this off to the side, along with the other things I don't need right now, the optical drives and that. So first we're going to start off with this part. I'm going to move my camera closer so you guys can get a good view. Guys, so right now we're going to focus on getting the motherboard all prepped up and ready to go. So I'm going to take this out of its package. If you guys can see, it just comes with this white boxing on top. And then here's the motherboard itself. And under the motherboard, there is all your necessary things you need, like the manual, along with some drivers. These will be important, as well as some SATA plugs, the I/O shield. So we're going to put this box off to the side. Going to take out the motherboard. Man, mini ITX motherboards, these things are tiny. Now we're going to take out the processor. Kind of curious to see how this thing really functions. This is going to be interesting. Plus, this is my first time I'm working with the Haswell processors and mini ITX boards, so this is going to be very interesting. They changed the design of the bottom. Just normally they're all gold at the bottom, but that's not the case here. These are like silverish. I think it's a little smaller too, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell. But all right, so I'm going to just put this right on. They always go in one way on this on these motherboards, no matter which one you're using. That's the way, at least it seems. And then we're going to install the RAM now. Again, these are Gskill case badge. I'll add that on later. Gskill Ripjaws going in right here. God, just don't do that. Don't do that. Alright, and then as for the fan, let me see here which one's the CPU fan. That is weird how it doesn't say. Oh, okay, this one right here. They're both the same, or whatever. I'm guessing it doesn't really matter which one it goes into, so I'm just going to plug it into which one I think would fit the greatest. This one is actually going to fit upright the way it should, so I'm going to put this in right here. And opposite corners applied. Alright, so, man, this has got a little bit of weight on it now. But yeah, so that is the motherboard ready to go into the chassis. So, I'm going to pull that up now. Excuse the body. Alright, I'm going to zoom out and put this up to the corner here. And as you guys can tell, painter's tape, I already opened it, but I just wanted to see what I was working with. And then in the box, all there is an owner's manual. That's it. But here is the case itself. You guys can see in the front here, it's got two USB 3.0s, your microphone headers, and power, reset, and USB 2.0. Now if we take these thumb screws off, oh yeah, there's 3 thumb screws to get inside the case itself. There's one here, one up here, and one right here. But this is actually, I just looked at the case itself. I didn't have time to go inside of it also. Well, that's that. I'm going to put all this stuff under the table. But here's the inside of the case. This one's just a twist tie. You guys tell you got your whole bundle of cables here, which I will cable management with the spots provided. So you guys can see, if you can see, right here goes the power supply, and right down here is the motherboard. That's why we need to install the motherboard first. But if you look inside here, we have a... No, I'll just open this up. Oh! Thought you guys were all in separate bags. Alright, guess not. Well, anyways, what you got here is a case speaker. These things are blow, but at least you guys know when it starts up. Got some dinky little zip ties, some little standoff things, these are actually for soundproof, to make it soundproof, which is good. And also, you have standoffs. Not sure if I need these or not. It doesn't look like it. I don't believe I need them. So I'm gonna put this off to the side now. See where these are screws for SSD. It says right there. That's how I know. Got your hard drive screws. What I need now is my regular motherboard screws. These ones right here. Come on, come on. Well, they're fine thread, anyways. They're fine thread screws, and it kind of looks like they're wearing a hat. That's the way I like to describe them as. So I'm going to put these off to the side. God. As well as for... oh, no, these are just pads for the feet, I think. Oh, there's something. Not exactly sure what they're for. Unless they pop in here at the bottom. No, guess not. Alright, well. Really just sit on top? Oh yeah, okay, they sit at the top. So I need 4 of these also. And... well, first... yeah, okay. So we're ready to install it. I'm just looking at everything here. All this stuff is going to get shifted over. Okay, so we're going to take the motherboard and put it in like this. Forgot one important thing which you should never ever want to, which is the I/O shield. That is a very important one. That's going to need to go. Here's a way that you could tell which way it goes. On every case, it's the same. See this here? This is for a keyboard or mouse. This is always going to be at the top, which on this top is this side. So this goes just like so. Man, these things are real tricky to get in there. It's probably the hardest thing to install, I swear. Okay, I guess you're gonna go like this then. Alright guys, so having some issues with the I/O ports now. Now I have to install the standoff, so to do that you just take this little adapter that came with it, that you take the standoffs, and you just screw the standoffs. Alright guys, so I finished installing that. Now what I had to do is install the standoffs, which the standoffs are installed, the I/O shield's installed. Now I'm just trying to find where the last standoff is. Alright, so now I got the standoffs almost fully complete in there. Alright, so now that is installed, I'm going to take my motherboard and line up all the ports with the motherboard, or with the I/O shield, my bad. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Now I take the motherboard screws and screw them in. Alright guys, sorry, my camera was being really stupid. It died. And every time I swear when I do a video, it has to frickin' mess up somehow. But okay, we're back, and hopefully, just hopefully, we don't have any problems, because if we do, I will probably rage, and it won't be too good. So just trying to look here. So you guys see there's Molex plugs here for the fans. I'm just gonna do this because this is so help it out a little bit, or a lot, I should say. Alright, so now that's all set. I'll plug in a Molex back here. Get that cable management out of the way. Now I'm going to take a... Man, I keep forgetting what are these are called. God. Oh, zip ties. Thank you. Oh, don't even tell me. Don't even. No. Alright, this is an easy one though. Easy fix. Easy fix. Positive. Okay, so they were telling me that it is like that. Alright guys, I just had to fix that up here. Now I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way. And take a zip tie this out of the way for the meantime. Now I am going to take this stuff here, my USB 3.0, that is going to plug in right here, as well as my different types of freaking audios. Man, I can't think today. I'm freaking tired. It's late. I'm still up shooting YouTube videos. Alright, so this one then comes up over here and plugs in to this one. Now, as for the AC97 and high-def audio, we're just going to be using the high-def audio, and that's going to go right here. Now, surprised that USB one isn't long enough, but I'm going to start the cable tie this stuff together here. And zip tie this to that. Alright, that's looking good. Put this under that. That is all hooked up and ready to go. Then before I zip tie this, I will work on my SATAs now and installing all that stuff. I'm just gonna move this out of the way. So not screw it. I have to work on my hard drive now. Alright, so I'm gonna take my Western Digital hard drive right here, my 1 terabyte. Pop this guy open. It's kind of tear, and it slides out. You guys have seen this before in my other videos. Standard mechanical hard drive. I love this hard drive, by the way. This is my choice of hard drives. Now, let me read in here. It says 3 1/4 right here, and I believe this is 3 1/4, so across. 3 1/4 and 3 1/4. So it'll be this one, and this one. So if you see on the bottom, you read this one. So here's where I need to take these pads. These pads go on like so, just like that. And I'm going to take I believe these are coarse threads. Yeah, I can see in there. Alright. I'm going to take, which way does it go? Alright, like this. Take it and screw it on. Hate to say it, but I'm not sure how much I'm going to trust this. Maybe that's why it came with these special ones. Just maybe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's special ones for it. It's the big fat ones. So it looks like these ones here. Now I was going to take another one, put that through here. But you know, this is a good learning experience, especially learning these small cases and stuff. I don't know. Whatever. It's how technology works. It's all learning experience. And take another one. Whoops, wrong way. Scratch that. So that's why I like doing these videos. Helps me, helps you guys, and yeah, go from there. So now I go to the inside, and the hard drive mounts right this way. So I take this, line it up, slide it forward, and that is in place. Now on the back, this is going to be almost impossible to plug in these cables. Alright, well, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take the SATA plugs that came with the, the motherboard. Put those here somewhere. Oh yeah, here they are. And take my SATA plugs. Instead of normally using these ones here, I'm going to use this, just because that's the only way it's going to actually fit. Oh my God. If I look around, it plugs right into this guy. Don't even tell me it's the wrong way. God. Okay, luckily you can turn around there. And, okay, that's in. gonna take this, pull this around here, put this through the side, and I believe these are the 6 gigs per second. These ones right here. So these are the ones I'm gonna want to worry about. Oh my god. No. No. Alright. Well, having some technical difficulties. I'll be right back. Alright guys, if you build computers a lot like me, probably have a set of spare SATAs. But these ones here, these are straight, so this will fit for the hard drive and what we have to do. So I'm going to redo this part. Oh, you're falling there. These cables are just being real stubborn right now. Alright, and almost got it in. Alright, so now, whew, thought I was going to have to get real upset there for a minute, but it's all good. Now, let me read the manual here. It's always good to do that. I'm just going to check to see plugs here. Installing DIMM. No. Found them. So yeah, right here I was right. These are the 6 gigs per second. So I just take this, come around here, and put one right above the... Oh my god, my nose. Alright. So, got that installed now, or at least one of them. Now I'm going to do the optical drive. To do that, we're going to have to pop off this whole front panel, and to do that, you just kind of put a little pressure on it and pull it, just kind of yank it, and it should come right off. And if you see here these 2 pins, you just push them out, and this thing should just slide out like that. And then we go grab our CD DVD drive. Sure, it'll slide through here. Yep, so that slides through here. Sure, it normally always does. Oh, alright, you gotta put that thing to open, I guess. Okay. Pop this thing back in place. And once you line it up, you hit the close button, and that locks it directly into place. And I'm also going to throw one on the side here, just for safety. Not safety, I don't really matter, but you never know. You never know. Those that can come loose and this tray will pop out. And no good. No good. Alright, so that is installed. Now we're also going to need to apply SATA power to this, so we're just going to use this here. This one's fine because it's up top. So this connects into the back here. This comes down and plugs into here. Whew. Now I'm pretty sure we're good for connections outside of we need to go to our modular cables that came with our power supply and pull out Molex as well as SATA power. Because the Molex for the fans and SATA power for the 2 drives that we have running. Wait a minute here. Is this gonna have to anger me? Alright, well, whatever. It'll have to do, so feed this through. So that is that. Man, I need to do some cable management to this. Whew. This is looking bad. Alright, well, I brought down some more. Oh yeah, okay, here they are. Some of my own of these. I'm gonna need to zip tie these down to about here. Now you don't want anything obstructing that CPU fan, so everything is going to have to be tucked to the side as much as possible, if possible. Should be able to spin freely now. Alright, so push this out of the way. Plug in 2 of these SATA powers into the back of the power supply. Then plug one into. Let me check this here. Son of a. I might be able to remove this. That's what I'm trying to check and see. Let me get a screwdriver here. Oh, sorry, body in the way of the camera. So it does look like this can get removed, which pleases me a little bit. Oh yeah, okay, it does. Alright, I'm just going to remove this thing in total because I don't need to mount a fan, so that'll limit. Also, I will have more room for cable management. Oh my god. I'm not liking this case, but I mean, I like the design of it, but it just annoys me. Why do you do this to me? Why me? Unless I could just scooch it out of the way in the meantime while I plug this in, which I might just do, and then move it back, but... Okay, so I'm going to pull this around back behind it, and and try to get this plugged in as easy as possible. Which, by the way, is not so easy. Man, I like regular hard drive cages. None of this chassis mounting stuff. I'm not feeling it. So not feeling this. Oh, did I just bust it? Or did I get it, actually get it in there? I can't tell. I'm pretty sure I got it though. Alright. At least I hope I didn't break it. We'll find out later when I try to power this thing on. I'm pretty sure I got it installed. And then the last one on top of here. Man, I'm like freaking out over this case. I feel like I broke something, but hopefully not. Just trust me, I will not be happy. And either Cooler Master, no, it's gonna be Cooler Master who's getting the angry phone call. Fuck you. Fairly magnetic. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Checking the fan here, making sure that this isn't going to interfere. Man, oh my god, this is tightly packed. Jeez. Okay, where's my other SATA? Oh, here it is, okay. Alright, and then this goes right here. Cable tied. All cable tied right here. Let me grab one of my cable ties. then the last thing here, which is the okay. What do you call these? The Molex, which is going to power the fan. Okay, this is going to come around here. Wow, this thing actually put up a challenge for me. Holy goodness. This thing is like freaking impossible to plug in. Oh, finally. Now, I need motherboard power. To do that, first I need a cable management, or cable tie this bad boy. Make sure nothing is going to obstruct this when this goes in. Alright, whew. Almost done now. I'm at the home stretch. Just gotta screw all these in. Alright, the thing is, try to put it back and they never fit the way they're supposed to. Like, really? Really? Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's lining up. Man, I was getting so frustrated with this thing. Now we're at the home stretch with getting all this stuff in. Alright, so that's that. Make sure nothing's obstructing this fan. That'll be spinning freely. So will all this stuff here. That's all good. Alright guys, I think we are ready. Hopefully nothing blows up. For the meantime, this is just going to go here. Oh, whoops. Hope if I put it on the right way. Alright. Kind of scared. Hopefully nothing went wrong during installation. Now I'm going to set up everything that needs to be set up. Alright guys, so it is probably like 1:30 in the morning right now, and I had I did everything right except there was on the back on the I/O shields. Sorry guys, I'm so tired, you could tell by my voice, but on the back there was a piece that was going into the HDMI cable that was grounding out the motherboard, so that's why it wouldn't start. So I took everything out, I redid it. The cable management I'll show you guys here. Actually, you know what? Take this camera off. If you guys can see, kind of redid that cable management there, so it looks a lot nicer. And yeah, now we're just gonna install the operating system. So this will go for basically any operating system. It's the same. So I'm gonna power up. You guys watch the screen. Everything's booting up nice. Hard drive LED was lighting up. Power LED lights up. Asus logo pops up. And American Trends here. So I can hit F1 to start the BIOS setup. Alright, so, ooh, new UEF BIOS. Okay, so I gotta go. What I want to do is go to. Oh man, that thing's so quiet. Boot priority. Yes, okay, so that's right. So, okay, that's all set. Exit. Save changes. Okay, now I'm going to get this disk ready. Oh, why is it saying this? Oh, maybe, okay. Maybe I should put the disk in the disk tray. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Windows is loading files. That's what you want right there. I'm going to pull up an Ethernet cable and plug it into the back. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so boot screen's loading up here. So, if you see where it says languages to install English, that's right. Time and currency format English, and keyboard or input method English, that's right. So now, we want to install now. If you guys can tell that screen is really big, that is because we have to install the drivers. Ooh, look at this tag. Oh, this is cool. That is cool. Powered by Asus. I like that. That is cool. Alright, well, here you guys see we have our choices of Windows 7 Home Basic, Home Premium, Professional, or Ultimate. Why the hell not? Let's go Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit. I mean, we got a terabyte hard drive in it, so. Which type of installation? I want a custom. It's going to go here, hit next. It's going to copy all that extracted files. There's a couple case badges that I can use. I got it powered by Asus, Gskill. Also have a Intel Pentium on the back of the Intel thing, so I'm going to start tagging this thing up. Although I didn't get one of those for my computer, the powered by Asus, so I'm going to keep that one for mine. Also, I'm going to add this Gskill one on here somewhere. Just got to find... This thing is so big. I don't even know where this thing will fit. Right there is good. Yes. Again, this is a new Haswell processor, so... Let me zoom in on the screen so you guys can see there. This is going to take a little bit of time, so I'll catch you guys when it gets back.